Hello, everyone. It's late. I know no one is on yet, so I'll see who is up and I'm gonna see who's gonna join me tonight. I have a lot of work to do, so I figure I will come on here and work. If you're just coming in the chat, let me know you are here. I'm sorry it's late, no notification. But I decided to go live at the last minute. Hello, as you're coming in, welcome. What day is today? Happy Monday, everyone. If you're just joining me, I'm going to be taking some Q&A and I'm going to be working late. Whoever shows up. How are you doing, LaShonda? Hello, Nikki. Hello, Iris, Jazette, Patricia. What's going on, Debbie? I tell you, somebody is always, well, I guess, time difference too. I know everyone is not on my time. It is like around 10 p.m. So to me, it's kind of late. But if you're just coming in, if you're just joining me, what's going on? What's popping tonight? Let me pull this up on another computer as well. If you're just coming on, welcome. Hey, Jesse, what's up? Little mama's little world. What, Puggy? Is that you? Seriously? Hello, Helen. We got Robin Lynn, Gisette, Willette. What's going on, everybody? I'm just gonna be working. I've been working on some signs all day. Got some signs over there, but I'm gonna be pressing some shirts and I'm gonna be doing some embroidery tonight. I don't know, sometimes I procrastinate all day and I wait till the last minute to get things done. I did cut my heat press on, right? Let me make sure I cut my heat press on. It's warming up. Yes, it's warming up. What's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? If you're coming into the chat, Marlene, Dominique. I had a little rough day today, so I'm a little, I need a little pick me up. So I said, let me come on here live and you guys can make me laugh. Let's have some fun tonight. Because I'm just a little down. I need another vacation. As you all know, I just got back from vacation. Speaking of vacation, that vlog is out on my other channel, so definitely go check it out. It's kind of lengthy, so get your popcorn. You might not want to watch it tonight, or you might want to start it. But yeah, that's already posted on my other channel. I changed that channel name. It's called, what did I rename that channel? Life Ventures with Katrina and Kayden. I start to say Tripping with Katrina and Kayden. Y'all let me know which one y'all think best. But it is linked down below in the description box. So that's going to be like my whole lifestyle vlog, travel, reviews of awesome places I'm going to be going. So I might be on here just a little less, because I just need a break. But yeah, so I'm going to be knocking out some orders. What's going on, everyone? Love all things crafty. What's going on? Shaquan, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Ephesians 6:19. Hello, how are you? Hello, Tina. Hello, Dom, and hello, Francine Washington. So tonight, y'all can ask me questions. Y'all know how I do. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And I'm going to be working. I'm going to be pressing some transfers because I have to get some orders out. And I have to redo an order. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to ask you guys questions. And I'm going to let you know what I do. So I'm not sure if the person is on here. I doubt it. But someone ordered something from me. They sent it back. So question, what do you do when you get returns? Let's talk about that. That's going to be another thing because I've had a lot of questions. I had an awesome one-on-one today with the client about how to grow their business on social media. And they found me, never seen me on YouTube, not following me on Instagram, but they found me because of one of my reels. I have like about 2 or 3 reels that done over millions of views. And they found me off of my reel and they just happened to like look through my page and they was like, oh my goodness, this girl got it all going on. I'm like, little does she know. And she was really impressed by the way my whole entire social media was set up. She saw a little bit of everything and she saw that I did coaching and never followed me a day in her life and took a one-on-one class with me, a one-on-one coaching session with me. And immediately, so she's going to book another one next week. so I can help her grow her business on Instagram. So I always tell you guys, like, I grew my business on Instagram from literally around like 800, 900 people, just family, friends, and coworkers, to now over 100,000. I've never ran an ad, and pretty much all of my sales, everything comes through trending sounds, Instagram reels. And if I know some people buy, through my YouTube as well, but mostly all my marketing comes through just reels and TikToks. So really key if you're trying to grow your business. I tell you guys, if you don't have the money to run ads, trending sounds, reels is free marketing. So I'm getting ads, I'm getting coaching, and I want to help you guys be successful. But every now and then, you might get someone who wants to return something. So everyone has different policies on their returns. Oh yeah, the vlog is really good. I'm sorry, it is long. This first vlog is really long because I took a 7-day cruise and it's still only 5 days. The part 2 is coming. I left it at a little cliffhanger, but definitely go watch it. It's linked down below in the description box. Who is texting me? Oh. Wow. Okay. I just got some news. I have a lot going on with my son, guys, a lot. So that's why my phone is on. But nevertheless, someone placed an order for, the Applique hoodie. I don't accept returns unless something is wrong, unless I make a mistake. I'm going to say it again. I don't accept returns unless something is wrong. And if I do and you can decide to do this however you run your business. I'm not a big corporation. Shipping costs a lot. So if I do accept the return, if I make it, like, things don't fit sometimes. So this didn't fit. The person I gave the right thing. The person ordered a large. This is a large, but it was for a girl, and these are unisex. So of course, if you say, okay, well, it doesn't fit, I'm not gonna, I'll take it back, right? But if you say I don't like it, let's give it to somebody else. I'm not accepting a return. So the person wanted to send it back. Now they want a medium. Has to be unworn, has to be the correct, has to be completely, can we smell it like you wore it, different things. So I'll take it back. But when I do accept a return, the customer has to pay the shipping. So the lady was asking me, and I happened to know this lady. I didn't care that I knew her. You got to pay for the return. So just like Fashion Nova, certain places you buy from, you have to pay for the return. Big companies, a lot of companies, they do send out like the return labels. I don't do that because I'm just not doing that. I can't afford that. I will always pay to send it back, but you have to ship it back to me. If you want to send back a return, or if I send you, say for instance, like a mug, and the mug gets broken, that's different. I will automatically send you a new one. But if something doesn't fit, or if you don't like something, you have to send it back to me. Let me know if that's how you handle your business, but that's how I've always handled mine. It's always in my return policy as well, so people know. But of course, people don't read the return policies. So just make sure that, when you set up your business, everything is clear, concise, so that way people will know what to expect. Because she was like, I didn't know, and maybe for future reference, maybe you should include a return label. No, I shouldn't. I said that's not going to change. I'm always professional. I'm always, they can't see my facial expressions, but you have to be. I'm one person, and if I say I accept returns, it just opens up the door, opens up the floodgates to. I feel like it opens up the door to many more returns. So I hardly ever get returns. But in this case, the person couldn't fit it. So I have to redo it. I'm going to send them another one, and then I'll send it back on my dime. Can't wait to hear from you at Deco Summit. I'm nervous about Deco Summit. This year I'm doing a completely different topic. It is going to be on social media. Marketing and different things like that. So that's what my topic is going to be on social media. So guys, if you haven't planned on coming to Deco Summit, it's in Miami. They're talking about the Ricoma Summit, where it's like the hands-on training. I've talked about it before in the past. It's awesome. You should definitely plan to go. It's in August in Miami. Let me read some of these comments, and then we're going to get to the heat press. Do you accept custom shirt orders? Not anymore. I don't accept custom shirt orders anymore unless it's for a business. I have someone right now that wants me to do like all their uniforms for their business. And I guess I'm going to do it, but lately I haven't been doing too many custom orders because I'm just so busy. I'm just so drained. And because now I'm taking on I know in the direction that I want to go, I really want to do more vlogging on my personal channel. Because I'm not going to be cooped to this office in the summertime. I just want to be out and about. So I'm basically doing my work, what I sell. Anything else other, because it's too time consuming. Custom work is really time consuming. So not right now, I don't think. Yeah, I don't accept returns. I don't accept. I'm glad, get like me. Ain't that a song or something like that? Don't forget to like thank you so much, Francine. How was your vacation? Watch the vlog. All I'm gonna say is it started out as, I'll give you a snippet. The trip was for me and Kayden. The trip was originally for me and Kayden. Because like I said, but it's in the vlog. I talk about it briefly in the beginning, and then he didn't go at the last minute. He didn't go for various reasons, and then my boyfriend couldn't go. That was a whole story in itself, and then I ended up taking someone else. So if you guys want to see who I took, you gotta watch the vlog. It was going good in the beginning, but it turned into a solo trip. So 7-day cruise. I gotta take another whole cruise. Royal Caribbean. I really love Royal Caribbean, and I did the second largest ship in the world. So now I'm planning to go my next one either on the Icon or the brand new one next year. I love cruising. It's a way to see many different ports, different islands. But when you go on a 7-day cruise, make sure you with somebody who you can actually have a good time with. So that's all I'm gonna say. Watch the vlog. It ends in me in tears, but nevertheless, I had a great time. Hello, what's up, Sharon, Whitney? I saw it. How are you feeling? You saw the whole thing like today. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good now that I'm back. I feel like you got to watch part two. And I was trying my best. So all the commentary, my mother was watching it a little bit today, and I guess she kept like giving me faces. I don't have anything against the person who I went with. But the commentary was after I got back. So all the voiceover is after I got back. So it might sound like I was a little harsh sometimes, but it's because I was annoyed. So the commentary would have been completely different had the trip ended different. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta watch the vlog. But part two, when I post that, I'm gonna start editing that tomorrow. It'll be much shorter, I promise. I had a lot more fun when I was by myself. I'm not gonna even front. I had so much more fun when I was by myself. So I'm not even afraid no more to do a solo trip. I was really afraid to do a solo trip. So that's why I ended up taking this person. But nevertheless, thank you so much for watching. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to the heat press. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you're just joining in with me, welcome. I'm just working late, talking, running my mouth. I need a little pick me up because I just stay with drama in my life. And I didn't really feel, today was one of those days. I'm sorry, the camera's like, I got a really junky garage. I promise. Once I kind of like get over the little hump, I think I should go the other way because I can't fit the camera that way. Once I get over the little hump, oh, y'all can see all the mess when I do it like this. I'm going to clean up. These wood signs is what's the problem. The wood signs be having my room look a hot mess. So I think once I sell out of like all my boxes, I probably won't be doing any more wood signs because I don't like my room looking like this. Like seriously, like look at this back table. Like it's a hot mess. So I don't like constantly, like when I do shirts and stuff, I have to constantly keep cleaning because I don't want any watering paints on stuff. So like right now I have my woods, and I normally do my wood signs late at night. So like right now I have my wood signs that I'm preparing, and I have like 4 more that I have to do. So oh God, I'm all over the place tonight. Bear with me. Hold on, I gotta put the camera back. Bear with me, people. I don't like lives for this reason. I gotta put it back. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, so I know, so unprofessional. Yeah, like, what is this girl doing? When I lifted up the thing, the whole camera fell off. So yeah, I try to do my signs at night and all my other orders in the daytime, but you know, it's hard. So I have the video that I did. I know a lot of people had a lot of questions about the and I have to do some embroidery, but depending upon how long I stay on, I might just do that in the morning because the embroidery is fast. And I don't really like doing embroidery while I'm doing signs because I have to set up my whole hooping station and all that. So I just got some last minute, you know, people always late. Black folk always late. You give them a cutoff date and they always late. So I'm still doing these family reunion shirts, but that's easy. And because it was one person who ordered, you know, like 8 shirts, I'm going to do that and ship that out tomorrow for them. Yeah, and the rest is embroidery. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? If you're just coming in, what's going on, Jesse? Pam, hey, from Oklahoma. Okay, we got Oklahoma in the house. Beautiful women should not go solo. Tracy Ellis Ross was just vacationing solo alone. She be always on her solo tip. So, you know, I don't mind doing solo as long as I'm on land. I said I didn't want to do solo on at sea because anything happen if the ship go down, I'm not trying to drown alone. And part 2, I didn't almost drown. I had a life vest on. I was trying to do something real different and dramatic because I am adventurous. I love doing like crazy stuff. I'll pretty much try anything once, but I was trying something that I seen. Yeah. Who's ever seen like the thing, what do they call it? The flyboarding, where, you know, people, I've always seen people do it like in Dubai. If you have a vacation, you see it like on Instagram or TikTok where they're like in these shoes and they're like flying in the air over the water, hovering over the water like a water hoverboard, but it's called the flyboard. They had it at one of the islands. I forgot what island I was at. Was I in Raton? I can't remember. But your girl was like, oh, I'm going to do that. I saw that under like all the excursions. But I thought it was with, every time I've seen it on social media, I've always seen the person standing on the other person's foot, like with a trainer or someone. Nah, they wanted me to do it by myself. Do y'all think I did it? Do y'all think I was out there flying over the water? Or do you think I drowned? Do you think I made it up? You gotta watch part 2. It was hilarious. And then the people started speaking in Spanish. I knew they was talking about me. I had everybody on the beach looking at me. They was like, what is this black girl out here doing, thinking she can do this water sport? It was hilarious. So yeah, y'all gotta watch the vlog. All right, so I'm pre-pressing. These are the TKO sales transfers again that I'm doing. I'm using the Gildan soft style shirts because they're just the most cost effective when you're doing like these one-off shirt jobs. You know, when I say one-off, meaning shirts that people are not going to wear all the time. It's not my clothing brand. And the thing that everyone is always asking me about, my T-square ruler. It's over here. Normally, I only show like one part in the on the video because I never hardly use this. I don't really need it, but the T-square ruler does come with 2 pieces because it makes a T, and then you glide it up. Like this part is to get it centered, lined up. This part is to make sure it's centered as well from left to right. So but I never hardly use this just because I've been using it. I use it all the time in the beginning. But if you don't have a T-square ruler, if you don't have the small tape measuring thing that goes over the collar, you can just fold your shirt right in half. Fold your shirt right in half. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Shiro. I need a Shiro. But thank you so much. You are too kind. I'm just out here just trying to make it like y'all. Literally. Trying to make it like y'all. But it was just so ironic that the lady who I did the one-on-one with today, who had never, you know, followed my business or anything until today, she was like, I just can look at your page, and every now and then I'll get comments that says, you know, wow, like you always giving information. And it was just hard when I started. People didn't do that. I really had to dig and search and find stuff myself. So I guess maybe that's why I like to give the information, because I know it's not that easy to come by for some people. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, Anita? Thanks for popping in. I'm just chilling with y'all tonight, hanging with y'all. So I have 2 sizes. I'm always getting questions. I'm pretty sure the people on here tonight are pros. Y'all already know this, but as you can see, I have 2 different sizes. Most of all the shirts are big, so I'm going to use the bigger sizes, but this one is a size small, so I'm using the smaller size transfer. This one is around 10 inches. I believe it's around, let me make sure I'm putting it on the right way, because we don't want to put nothing on upside down. Yeah. So all I'm doing is just gonna eye it. I'm just eyeing it. Because TKO, when you get your transfers sized out, they're cut like pretty much almost equal. I guess you guys can see everything I'm doing. Trying to read. I see someone says, hey, Dimps. Is Dimps here? Hey, Katrina and everyone in the chat. Hope you enjoy your most needed vacation. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. The link for the vlog. I'm telling you, that channel, I'm gonna be showing a lot. Y'all gonna get to learn a whole lot more about me on that other channel. I guess my mother be like, you tell too much of your business. I don't tell like real personal stuff, but y'all gonna see me. Everyone who pretty much knows me, knows I'm a Christian. So I am gonna be like doing some like Christian solo dating. I'm gonna do some funny stuff too, like just different stuff. Cause I am single again. I'm single again now. So I'm single. I'm pressing at 7 seconds with a heavy pressure of 9. This requires a heavy pressure. It is a hot peel. You want to peel instantly. And voila, just like that, you have a shirt. Now, someone asked me under the comments in the last video, they was like, I've never seen anyone do a final press on a transfer. I'm like, well, you never seen anyone do it? Like, that's weird because everyone I don't know. Y'all let me know. I've always seen everyone everyone do a final press. And TKO does a final press. Now, this is good. This is perfectly good. It's soft to the touch. It's not embedded, but it feels like it's in the shirt. Transfers sit on top. Everything sits on top except sublimation. Sublimation goes into the fabric. DTG goes into the fabric. But you can give it a final press. Some people even give it a final press with a T-seal sheet. I'm not doing all that. I have T-seal sheets, but I save that for my white toner. Y'all see this? The only thing I don't like about the Hotronix that it is manual, but I am like, my garage is on a slope a little bit. So that's why every now and then this falls out. I be editing all that out in videos. On the lives, I can't edit. But I don't know why it's not, if this is not locked in, why is it? Now I'm live and the Hotronix want to act up. If you don't open up and act right, what is going on with you tonight? What just happened? Okay. We live, people. We are live. What is going on? That's really weird. Oh, did I break my Hotronix? Y'all, why won't it close? What did I do? Oh my God, that is crazy. I can't get it to, something's wrong with the handle. Now, ain't that all right, we need to pray over this machine. Dips, what's going on, boo? Why is it locked like that? That's crazy. All right, anyone else have a Hotronix? Does anything happen to anybody else? Okay, let's see something. Let's do it from the back. There we go. What in the world was that? That was really tight for whatever the reason. Ooh, I was about to get crazy on the live. All right. All right, so we're gonna rock and roll. I don't know, that's really weird. Now my table is occupied. I didn't think about that. So now I gotta see where I'm gonna put these shirts at. Because I don't want to just lay them anywhere. So I'm gonna throw these over my shoulder. I'll put these up here. I'm coming back to the comments. I want to make sure I do them in the right size. All right, let's see what we got going on. Nobody in? Oh. Oh, somebody said they don't do a final press either. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I normally do a final press all the time. Thank you so much. Glad to be back. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna even say that. I love going on vacation. I hate unpacking though. Who unpacks right away? Because I literally, when I get back from vacation, especially a long trip, sometimes I take my dirty clothes out right away. But everything else be in that suitcase until, I don't know. I hate unpacking. I love packing for trips, but I hate unpacking. But I'm gonna try to live out of a suitcase this whole summer because I'm gonna be out. So I'm gonna try to do as many videos as I can. It'll be a lot more lives because lives are easier than recording and editing. But yeah, I'm not gonna forget about y'all. But your girl gonna be traveling. I started to do that, but these Hotronix take so long to heat up. So I started to do that. I didn't want to turn it off just yet. All right, so again, I'm folding it in half to get the center line. But that heat, the T-square ruler, because someone always asks me, it's from Heat Press Nation, and it's linked. Heat Press Nation is linked under pretty much every YouTube video of mine. So all you have to do is just go to like the heat press accessories, and it's there. So I know some people say they don't do a final press, but hopefully I do a pre-press to get the moisture out. Pre-press your shirt to get the moisture out. And I still have not gotten the platen for this, the cover, to make it easier to slide on. I'm slipping. I don't want to pay for it. That's the thing. When things are expensive for this one. I tried to switch out one from my other one, but it's not the same. They make them different so it doesn't fit, even though it's the same size, 16 by 20. So I'm just doing 4 fingers from the top, and that's it. I always like make sure my shirt is pretty much even on the platen. 7 seconds is all it takes. I'm pressing at 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I try to unpack that day. If not, I'll be there for 2 weeks. Mine was literally, my suitcase was at the foot of my bed for like about 4 or 5 days, literally. Boom, shakalaka. I just like the way it feels when it's done. The one good thing about this Hotronix is the settings. So like you can literally set the time, the seconds, the pressure for each mode. Because sometimes things require 2-3 presses. In the other heat presses, I would have to stop it, open it, because if I set it for the press time, the pre-press and the final press doesn't take that long. But you can literally set this one so that my pre-press is set for 3 seconds. My actual press is set for 7 seconds. My final press is set for 5 seconds. Love that feature. So you can literally set it for anything you like with the Hotronix. All right. And I see that I had a question, I think, so I'm going to come back and look at that question. It says, my Ricoma Marquis 2003 and the SWD 1501 will be delivered. Congratulations. Now I work alone, you guys, instead of just watching. Awesome. Congratulations. Have you ever embroidered before, or is this going to be like your brand, your first time? I'm going to do some applique, depending upon, how many people we have in the chat. Right after I knock this out, I'm going to do some applique right after this. It's pretty tall, so I use a step stool. And okay, that's a good idea. I do have a step stool, but, I already have so much junk on my floor. So, but I do have a step stool. Thank you so much, Fair Use. Thank you so much. Oh, they sell them at Hobby Lobby too, Chanel? Okay, I didn't even know that. Is your Hotronix sideways, or does it just look like that on the camera? It's facing me. The camera is on the side of me. So if the camera was this way, so yeah, you're looking at a side angle because I have a table back here and I don't want you behind me and it'd be too far. I can't read the camera on the comments if it's in front. So you're on the side of me. Thank you. Oh, not me. Dims is telling Jacqueline, congratulations. Oh, you've been. I've never sewn before. I did embroidery, never. So anytime I needed anything like stitched up, fixed, or anything, I always gave it to like my mother or my aunt. My aunt was the one who did like all the sewing in the family in New York. Love her. So she would always hook us up. But my mother did like little small hems and stuff like that. So yeah, I never. Anytime I tried to sew when I was much younger, I always like did it by hand, like just going back and forth, you know, like the bootleg way, not like the real thing. So that's as much as I did, as much as I did. But yeah. So if you guys, I know it's late. I'm not sure on the time difference where everyone is. I'm always conscious of doing lives late, but I'll be looking at other people, some of my other girlfriends. I'm like, dang, y'all be out here working late. But you know, people be hanging, they be rocking with them. So here I go. Let's see who's gonna rock with me tonight. Dims, what are you up to? What are you up to, boo? Hot peel. Transfers are just so easy. I am going to be getting a brand new DTF machine. It's delayed, a huge commercial one. And it's going to go like in this back area. So that's why I got to like clear out the clutter. So I'll probably do like a full room tour, tell you guys where I get like everything from, as far as storage wise, everything, once I get that in. But I'm like kind of second guessing this machine because I'm just like, I don't even know at this point. At this point, I'm just like, I just got so much going on and I don't want to take on anything else new kind of really right now, but it's already coming. So I'm just really, lately I've just been really feeling overwhelmed. I've just been feeling overwhelmed and I'm just trying to do less to have less stress. So that's another thing. Taking on like, you know, a lot of different, like adding these signs to my business. I don't know what I was thinking because it's just so time consuming doing all these wood signs. So don't over stress yourself with a lot of work. That's why I'm up here working late when I should be chilling and stuff in my face and watching movies or Netflix. I'm working late. No. If your room ain't a mess, you ain't working. Your room gotta be a mess. And it also depends on your business. There are some people who are like stay nice and neat. God bless them. Not me. It also depends on what you're doing, what all you have going on. This is an extra large. Yep. Extra large. Extra large. So I hate that my room looks messy. And every time my family comes over here, they're like, oh my goodness, especially my older sister. Oh my goodness, your room is such a mess. How do you work like this? I'm like, girl, you don't even do this. So how would you know? Like everyone, I have to keep telling them, everyone's room is a mess like this. If the room ain't messy, I ain't making no money. Thank you. Thank you, fair use. Thank you. And we rolling. Only thing about like doing heat, sometimes you know the heat press, it gets so hot, especially in the daytime. So actually, I'd rather do this in the evening because now that I'm in my garage, it's cooler. I did get a brand new fan today from Amazon, one of those like cooler fans that you have to put the ice packs on. So I am setting that up tomorrow. Can't wait because I'll be hot up in this garage. Today I was so hot. I was like, good Lord. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. Mine is like that too. It looks like your plate is the width sideways. My plate comes out of the long way and the length of the bottom pull out. Huh? What? The plate? What, this plate? I don't know what y'all talking about. Sometimes it's hard to like know exactly what you're talking about, like on a live or like through the comments. I don't know. It's a slide out drawer. Comes all the way out. That's how it is. That's how it is. You can ask Biz. Well, this is a 2X. 2X. Free press. It's a swing away too. I like the swing away, but I don't hardly use a swing away only because I'm on the slant. So every time I do the swing on the swing, I'm about to say the sling away. Every time I do the swing away, and it's locked right now, so you have to unlock it on the side. Let's see if I can do it easy, because sometimes it gets a little stuck, it gets hard. Yeah, like right now. So I have to get the pliers to pull it out because I'm just not strong. But the swing away, it'll always swing back because I'm on like a little slant, and I hate that. And I tried putting things underneath the wheels, but it's still, you know, I don't want to get burned. So I rarely use the swing away feature right here. Silence while I'm lining it up. I'm literally like doing all this by eye when I could use a T-square ruler, but it's gonna like make me like the time. I just like to just do it by eye. Only because this is a circle. If this was any other, if it was words or something like that, I would use the T-square ruler. But because it's a complete circle and it's cut evenly, the transfer, I just use my eyes because I'm nice like that. And because I'm impatient. And because they're family reunion shirts. I have the same heat press, but yours seem to look different on how the bottom plate. Oh, well, maybe they modified it based upon the year you bought it. I'm not sure. I just got mine not too long ago, so maybe they made some, you know, small changes. Possible. So I'm not really sure. I've only seen the ones like at trade shows or like on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. So this is the first one I've ever used, even though I've seen them live up close on trade shows. I've never like looked at it to examine it to see. So it could be a little different. Could be a little different. So, all right, guys, talk to me. We got 141 people in the chat tonight on a Monday night. I guess ain't no good TV shows on right now. What y'all got going on in your business? Who's kind of new? Who's, you know, starting out? What type of businesses do you have? What questions do you have for me? I am here to help you, so that way you don't have to book a one-on-one. If you have, you know, simple questions, let me know. Pick my brain. And if you have more detailed questions, you can always book a one-on-one with me. But I definitely want to do these lives a lot more, so that way I can help you any way I can. And it doesn't have to be about this. It can be about something else. Hey, Donzel. I'm looking at me. I'm trying to, my eyes are, ooh, wrong size. Wrong size. We're gonna put that on the side, using the big ones. Oh, I'm so glad you're catching me live too. What's up, Serene? What's up? Is that 20 inches? Is what 20 inches? Is what 20 inches? The heat press? This is a 16 by 20, yes. 16 by 20 heat press. This transfer, the bigger size I'm doing is little under 12 inches. When I take it to my extra large and like 2X sizes shirts, I always take my transfers up. So I was just doing the size small and the large, and that was a 10-inch transfer, but this one is almost a 12-inch. So whenever you go up in size, I don't use the same size transfers. It won't look right on, imagine a 3X size shirt with a 9-inch transfer. That's going to look real, real weird. That's going to look real, real weird, especially if they got a big belly. So you want to make sure that the same thing like with kids. I don't put the same size transfers on like toddlers. If someone orders, you know, a kid size, like a toddler, and then they order like a youth, you don't have the same size. Same thing if you're cutting it out with a Cricut. If you're doing anything yourself or sublimation, you want to adjust the size so that way it fits the size of the garment. All right? Always want to make sure you're adjusting and going up in size. It has to be proportioned to the size of the garment. You're welcome. I try not to. Some things I do. Some people ask me for, so like if it's, like someone asked me my dad design, I have to do this. Let me show you this design. Let me know which one you like best. So, you know, I made this file. Well, I had it digitized. And, you know, you can, for Father's Day, the dad, the man, the myth, the legend, I put it on. I really like this, you know, this, what do you call it? This applique, this fabric. And then I have the fatigue one. So someone asked me on Instagram if I could, because they didn't want to buy the hoodie, they want to buy the design. They want to buy my DST file and sell it themselves. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. You can buy the garment from me. Did I do the final press on this? Can't remember. I'm talking around my mouth. Won't hurt if I press it again. But I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So certain things, or all right, so certain things I do gatekeep. I'm not gonna lie. So like it took me a look. Tell me if y'all are the same way. I give a lot of information. I do. I give a lot of information. I did pre-press. You know how I did do a final press because the machine, the settings, I told y'all the machine. So now it's on the pre-press setting because I already did the final press. I love this machine. But because I'm talking to y'all, I didn't catch it. So I give a lot of information, but sometimes I don't because I'm like, you know how long it took me to find this information? So for instance, my boxes that I found. I talked about it in a video before, and I just did a Instagram reel. I did a TikTok video on the boxes. I talked about, you know, find pizza boxes. You know, I finally found the perfect thing to pack my signs in. So the only thing I didn't give was the website, and I'm not giving it because guess what? Google is your friend. How did I find the website? Google. And sometimes I have to catch myself on Instagram, especially if you are not following me. There's no way for me to tell if people are following me on YouTube when people ask me questions because you can watch people's video and not be subscribed. So, you know, I give the answers to certain things or comment back. But on Instagram and TikTok, if you're not following me, I'm not answering you. Like, I'm just not. You're not even following me and you want me to give you information? Never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. But you ask me certain questions that I feel like you can literally find. And my mother used to always tell me, you know, God helps those who help themselves, right? That's not in the Bible though. But it's just a fact that, you know, people ask me ridiculous questions that by the time you wait on me to answer it, you could have already just Googled and found the answer yourself. So I just sometimes I'm like, man, y'all want us to give you everything. So, you know, like that in this business is really hard. Y'all see me, right? Y'all see me, right? I thought I was a great multitasker. Somebody in the comments like, no. But you do notice that you don't have to use a Teflon sheet or a cover sheet when you're doing these transfers. So you don't have to do that. Love that. Some transfers you do, some transfers you don't. And I never want people to be offended. I'm always careful on how I say things. But sometimes it's just really hard. There's a fine line on what to tell people, what not to tell people. Because, you know, we work hard for this. I'm up. Those who followed me from the very beginning, I put in so many hours. And for me to put in so many hours on top of everything I have going on top of my son and different things, I'm like, some things I do have to just keep sacred because people don't value the information, I guess. People don't value it. And then when I do give information to people, they don't do anything with the information sometimes. So I'm just really skeptical or cautious on certain things I give out. Thank you so much. What kind of iron on are they? What kind of iron on are they? These are transfers. These are the active sport, the 15 cent from TKO. They're transfers. They're digital screen transfers from TKO. I have so many videos on the website. And if you've never ordered from them, just look under any of you can just go to the search and say TKO videos. There's a coupon code that it will save you 3% off because it thinks that's 3 seconds. It'll save you 10% off. your first order if you've never ordered from them before. But these are digital screen transfers. So you send them your image, you upload it, and they'll give you back a transfer like this. And all you have to do is just press and peel it. So they're not iron-on. You cannot use an iron with these because it's not going to, this requires heavy pressure, even pressure all the way around to get a perfect peel. So please don't use an iron with this because it's not going to work. You can use a, what do you call it? One of the hand presses. I have never used one because I have heat presses, but some people have. Just as long as you have heavy pressure. That was the last one, ladies and gentlemen. That was the last one. We're going to do some embroidery and knock this out. I don't feel like it, but I got to get these orders out tomorrow. How much should you charge per shirt? Okay, so that's another thing. These are single color. So the transfer itself was only 15 cents. There's a setup fee for $25. The shirts are like not the 2X and the 3X, of course, are a little bit larger. So after you calculated all of that, then I always calculate in, I put in like, an extra $2 or $3 for like, my poly bags, for the shipping. Like I don't leave anything out. My thank you cards, anything that's in the packaging, anything that you're shipping with it, whether it's bubble wrap, you want to include that in. So something like this, I would charge $18 to $19, $20 max for a single color. It just depends on, you have to know your audience and who you're selling to as well. So for this order, I did charge $20 a shirt. For the 2X and the 3X, I charged $21. So by the time you take out, let's just say, can't remember what I factored it in at, like around $4 or $5 for all the expenses after I divide all that up. I did a total of 65. Well, now it's more than 65 shirts. But when I did the first order on my the video, it was like 65 shirts. That was a profit of over $900 for just 65 shirts. So I always, depending upon the number or the amount of shirts I have as well, I'll base my price upon that if I want to give an extra cut. I'm like, oh, okay, well, they've ordered from me in the past. Now I can take it down to maybe $18. So you decide the price. You determine the price. So for bulk shirts, you can go a lot cheaper. But sometimes I don't want to. It just depends. This is their first order. Now, the next time they order from me, then yeah, I might knock off, $1 or $2. And the more they order, I'll knock off too. Because imagine if they ordered 100 shirts or 200 shirts. That would have been some crazy cash using only 15-cent transfers. That's the way to go if you really want to make money. Good evening. Just from a choir rehearsal. Okay, Rhonda, let's hear you sing. My son is, I gotta stop telling people he's okay because that's technically me lying. He's okay because he's alive and well, but he's not okay, mentally, physically. So we are trying to get him into a treatment facility because he is really, really going through some things health-wise. He's not eating healthy. He's not coming out his room. He literally only comes out his room, and I'm not going to talk about this long because I'm not going to even start trying to cry on this live tonight, people. But my son has not been coming out his room. Like if I have to take him to the doctor, which I just told him literally just today, I have to take you to the doctor because I'm kind of worried about you because he is literally skin and bones, not any nutrition. My son was always skinny, but he is not getting no sunlight. So all of his vitamin levels are really down. Everything is really affecting right now. Just his mental. So that's why I didn't take him on the cruise, but the cruise was for him. Yeah, just a lot of things going on with him, but shirts are done. But thank you so much for asking. Just keep him in your prayers because he definitely needs it. I'm thinking about sending him to New York to live. So we'll see. We're in stages like that because maybe he needs a change of pace. people saying maybe I need to move back to New York, you know, because I have even though my mother and my sisters are here, I'm gonna move the camera over there because I'm gonna embroider one garment tonight. But yeah, so even though my mother and my sisters are here, my son really never wanted to be in Charlotte. He always wanted to be in New York. His father's in New York. So it'll be so much for me to uproot and move my entire business back to New York. So I don't know. I don't want to do that, but at this point I'm considering all my options because anything for my son. So I don't know, but that's where it is right now. So now I gotta embroider and I need to move this. And I'll have to put the words on these signs for tomorrow. They're dry, so I can stack them now. But yeah, and that's another reason why I haven't been doing as many videos as I've been doing, because I've just been really, really busy and really overwhelmed. A lot. It's a lot. Some days I'm just emotionally drained and I don't even have it. Like last night, I really had a really, really rough night. But nevertheless, I ain't trying to bring down the atmosphere. I came on here for y'all to pick me up. I'll be in here just watching, trying to catch up on all my shows and working. And let me clean up this table, and I'm gonna do some embroidery tonight and try to get a better angle because I ain't got no room up in here. No room. And I have a part coming from my brand new marquee 2002 because I was gonna knock out 2 hoodies tonight because I do have 2 identical hoodies that I have to do, same size, everything same color, so it would have been perfect. I would have used this, but my first head is working perfectly. My second head is not trimming off correctly, so it's not cutting. So I literally would have to stand here and snip it every time it like changes color or moves over. So I don't want to do that. I'm only going to use one. And the guy, Robert, if you've seen him in the video, I'm waiting for the part. Ricoma sending me a part that has to go in the back because it's not cutting. And so he's going to come and change it out. And then I'll be back up in action with my 2 head because I'm like, I just got this machine. Y'all better stop playing with me. It's not trimming right. So it was messing up and it was pulling the bobbin through every time it would switch colors. And let me check these comments. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your prayers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you have 3. I don't know how you do it, but I do want another kid. But I'm old now, so I don't know if these eggs are still whatever. But thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. Long-term core twice in the past for our daughter. She's 17 now, and we're doing more testing before. Wow. Wow. So I wish I could ask you some questions, Greedy. I'm just scrolling back up to look at the comments. Thank you so much. Welcome, the Crafty Savvy Crafter. The creative, that's a tongue twister name, the creative savvy crafter. And I guess for like all the new people that's following me, you don't really know the history, or maybe you haven't even met my son yet. My son started out on the channel. He's the real reason why my channel took off. He would always tell me like before, I don't think his video has the #1 most viewed on my channel anymore. It might be something else. But for the longest time, the Mickey Mouse sublimation shirt video with him in it, that had the most views. So when we got like the 100K plaque, oh my goodness, my son was like, I'm the reason why we got this plaque. So my son used to be, I miss when he was young and bubbly and happy and just, so funny. He was just, there's no telling what that kid was going to say. He would have the whole family just laughing, but he's like a completely different kid now. Like everything just, I don't know, but I know he'll be fine. He's going to get back to himself, but I know at the same time, he's 13 now. So he's going through adolescence and all that stuff. But it is more than that. But if you're just joining me, let me start working so that way I can talk and work. But if you're just joining me, you've never gotten to meet him yet, I promise you, go back and just watch some older videos. Every video he's in the thumbnail. So he was like the light of this channel. So now sometimes I kind of feel like, dang, I really wish I had my little sidekick with me. So when y'all do see him, he's like a whole new person, a whole grown big boy. It's really weird to see how they grow so fast. He's not only one. I only have one. So, you know, just watching him grow is just amazing to me. But nevertheless, we're going to, I always write down my orders because I hate to always keep going back and forth to the computer. And this is not the one I wrote it on. I think I'm doing this. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing the Jag. The Jag. I have a glitter applique one I have to do, and I have, oh no, I gotta email this person. I don't have this size. They're gonna be mad at me. So we're doing a glitter applique tonight. That's real easy because that size I have. So we're doing a glitter applique hoodie tonight. Yeah. Ooh, this person gonna be mad. This person gonna be mad. I have a question for y'all. That's a 2X. Where's my medium? I have a question for y'all. So on my website, let me know if y'all do this. I want to see how much we all have in common. I'm going to bring the camera around so you can see me hoop it. I'm using the hooping station. See if that's a good angle for you guys. I'm going to be using my, where's my hoop at? I'm telling y'all, my room is a mess. My room is a mess. Like, believe me when I say that. All right, I'm using my, This is probably after the 5x5. This is probably the most popular Mighty Hooping size. And if you don't use Mighty Hoops yet, y'all better get like me because it's so much easier. It's just a lifesaver. This is the hooping station. You can get it in like a starter kit. Oh, I gotta do a sleeve for this. Sometimes you make designs and you're like, Dad, why did I include all that? Now it's an extra step. So this has a sleeve thing too. Let me read the comments. What is the turnaround time for the transfers? Turnaround time for the transfers depends on what you order. Normally, typically, some things are 1 day. Some things are 2 days. I gotta go back over here for my back end. Sorry, people. Some things are 2 days. But if you upload your design and it's not right, if they have to make changes, that will delay it. If everything is fine when you upload it, no issues, then typically 2 days turnaround time, it ships out. And now that they have a second location, now I'm looking for my scissors. Anybody always trying to do something and you don't know where stuff is and you just use it? So I'm looking for my scissors and I need my water. I'm so thirsty. Oh, right here. So yeah, make sure you look at the website. You know how to upload your design so that way it'll make the process much smoother and you'll get it in no time. This is the backing stabilizer that I'm using. And I'm going to place this in here. Clip that on just like that. I moved the camera over, sorry. And I have this thing down here. Let me move this over so you guys can see more. I guess y'all are like, she making us dizzy tonight. All this stuff that she doing. So sorry, people. So sorry. And I'm trying to read at the same time. Gotta scroll back down. Is he good? If he is a good dad and for him, let him go. Watch my travel vlog. Watch my travel vlog, people. His dad, that was my mother texting me earlier. So let me respond to her. She probably like, why you ain't text me back? Because the text was about his father keeping him. And he said he would. He asked for him. Kayden doesn't want to go. But it's up to me to make the decision to whether or not I want to send my child to New York against his will to live with his father because he might need that tough love. So that's where I'm at right now with that. That's the emotional thing. Do I want to send my baby who has, some medical conditions and concerns off to a man that he doesn't really know? Now I'm looking for tape. It's right here. I am stressed. Like, that's what it is. I'm stressed that I'm like all over the place. But don't worry, if you place the order with me, I won't mess up your order. I won't mess up your order. So this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna use this. Some people use like the marker, and I do have some around here, but I don't really like using it because so like the erasable marker or the marker that washes out when when you put like a center point, but I don't want to have to, after I embroider, wash the hoodie, if that makes sense. Now sometimes you can put it in a place where you can embroider over it, but I always put my marking like right at the top where I know I want my, I guess like the 4 fingers down, if that, I'm trying to say it where it makes sense. So I'll do the 4-finger rule again, 3 fingers or 3 or 4, and I'll put this like right in the center line. And then that's where I know when I hoop it, I know that's where I want the top design to be. All right, so this is a medium size hoodie. Now, when you have a full front design, like Alan, he constantly tells me, like for the smaller sizes. So if this was a small, I would probably embroider it upside down. So that way, when it's moving on the machine, it doesn't get caught. But this is a medium. It's enough space. So I'm still gonna do it right side up. I don't really like embroidering upside down. It just makes me feel upside down. Makes me feel weird. So I'm putting this on here. The hooping station allows you to hoop your garments straight, perfect, same place, same alignment every single time. And the magnetic hoops are just so much easier as opposed to the hoops that come with it. It's just more precise. So now all I'm going to do is just take the top part and I'm going to hoop it just like that. And now I have my little piece of tape right here for my center, and I'm going to put it on the machine. And I'm going to use my 1501 tonight. I'm using my 1501 tonight. I'm not going to use the marquee because this design, and look, I already had it set up for the sleeve. So should I do the sleeve first? Yes, I should. Nope, I shouldn't because this is already hooped. So we're going to take that out. All right, so I'm going to read some comments. Looking into getting the Trans Pro Plus 16x20. Which one do you like? It's not one that I prefer. They're both actually great prices. It would be based on how much you want to spend because you're going to spend a whole $1,000 more for the Hotronix. The Trans Pro Plus, they're both exchangeable or interchangeable platins. They are both 16x20s. But the Hotronix is a swing away and pull out drawer, but it's a manual. The Trans Pro Plus is auto open, so you can't beat that any day. That feature alone wins. I'm looking for my little wrench. I'll be moving everything around. Bear with me so I can hook this in, so I can take this out. Where are you at? Right here. So this allows you to change. Let's see if you can see me without messing this up. I have to take the arms out. So this allows you to do a quick change really fast because it's hard to reach back here. So I'm going to swap these out really quick. But yeah, so with the price of the Trans Pro Plus, you can get all the attachments and still pay less than the Hotronix. So if it's based on your price, Trans Pro Plus. If you just want the name, Hotronix. Come out. There we go. Pull that out just like that. Let's look at some more questions. How can I learn more about marketing? You can take a one-on-one with me if you want more information, more in depth on marketing, how I market. There's so many different ways, different strategies, but it's going to be based on your style, based on your products, how you market. Like my sister came over here last night. Now she's getting ready to start doing the marketing, trying to, to sell for TikTok. People are trying to buy a product off of TikTok and then they want you, then you want to try to like market and get people to buy. So she's like, oh my goodness, I'm not good at this. How do I do this? So, giving her like strategies. I'm like, it was just funny because my sister's not like a social media person to do videos, but she wants to make the money. So I said, you gotta be authentic and you gotta be clever you gotta be creative, think outside the box. That's what marketing is. I would always tell people, like I told the lady today, she has a podcast business. And it doesn't matter what type of business you have. I can help you market your business because it's all about, coming up with, ideas that suit your business. So I told her, I said, are you following anyone else on Instagram that has the same genre of business as you? She said, no. I said, well, that's your problem number one. You need to see what everyone else is doing who has a podcast business. Make sure you're following people in your same niche so that way you can get ideas, not copy them, but get ideas. Thank you so much. Just Gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, my son, and that's another thing. So I think I'm going to put my son into I was telling the therapist today, because nothing seems to be working. Like nothing. He's not even talking to the therapist. The therapist came over. This is like more of a wraparound program, where they try to make sure he's getting the help that he needs. So the guy came over today and brought him like a whole box of pizza. Kayden didn't touch the pizza. Threw the pizza in the garbage. I took a few slices first. But he was just so mad that it came from the guy. Like I said, Kayden, that was so rude. He didn't do it in the guy's face at all. He did it after the guy left. He would never do that. Certain things about my son, he's just not going to do. Because I did bring him up with respect, honor in a Christian home and stuff like that. But he felt like, I said, Kayden, you love pizza. I told the guy to get you pizza. So he said, after the guy left, he said, if the devil gives you money, are you going to take money from the devil? This is him asking me. I said, Kayden, this guy's not the devil. So he feels like all these therapists are just out to get him, just want to change him. I said, these people genuinely care about you. He was like, no, he's the devil. So he threw the pizza around. He said, I don't take nothing from you. Told me never to take nothing from the devil. This is what my son is telling me. And I was just like, I'm not going to, I had to walk away. I said, I'm not going to even argue with you. Yeah, so he didn't eat none of the pizza. What is the site for the DTF transfers? Again, TKO Sales. It's pretty much under all of my other videos. This is a live, so it's not under this live, but tkosales.com. Thank you so much, Donzel. Don't do that. Don't do what, Nurse Marsha? Don't do what? Hey, the best uni, what's going on? Jesse Gibson. We got the best uni in the building? Oh, my goodness. Josette Lovercheck, what's up? Just got some mighty hoops. Yeah, these are the best. All right, so let me start. I'm going to pull up my design. Again, I'm using my MT1501. I'm doing my glitter applique design. This is a real easy, simple, fast design. They want the overcomer design. So I'm going to go to File. I got to find the design in here because I have so many files on here. Overcomer. Let's see if you guys can get a better look at what I'm doing. So I'm just finding the file. Overcomer, here we go. Overcomer comes up. The difference between the MT1501, this is still a great machine if this is the one that you choose to start with. But the difference between this one and the new Marquee is everything is in color. Everything is just better off. So now I got to change the hoop size. I'm going to pick the correct hoop size. Oh, and I hit the trace button by accident. My mouth is so dry. I got to get some water. Like, for real. Okay, open embroidery status. I'm going to go to change the hoop size. And I always forget. So with the mighty hoops, I always enter in my custom sizes because, when you get the hoops that come with it, just in case if you've never seen them, the hoops that come with the embroidery machine, they look like these. They're like manual where you have to press them and line them up and all that. It's a lot of work. Well, not a lot, but, you get used to it. But who wants to do all that when you can have a mighty hoop? So those sizes are in there. So when I get the magnetic hoops, I input the sizes in myself. All right. So now that I have the size, and I don't want to take the thing off. So let me do it this way so that way you guys can see. So now the hoop size is in there. Again, I had that tape down. Now I'm going to do my trace. And it's going to always trace from needle 1. It's always going to trace from needle 1. I'm going to make sure it's lined up perfectly. If I didn't say before, this hoop size, what's this hoop size? This is the 8x13. This is the 8x13. So it's in the center, but I didn't look at where it fell at the top. So let's make sure I'm right where I want to be. Nope. And I'm so I got to bring it down. Too low. So now I'm going to use my arrows. and bring it down. Anytime you move it, you have to retrace to lock it in the new position. Still just slightly off. Bring it down just a little bit more. Ah. All right, and that should do it. Okay, thank you so much, Greedy. That sounds weird with me saying greedy. But thank you so much. And we can talk. Did you add the stabilizer? Yes, the stabilizer. If you didn't see the stabilizer when I used the hooping station, you put the back part on. I'll do it again while it's embroidering so that way you guys can see it. And I keep missing the part that I need to actually see. I'm trying to see where it is, where the tape is to make sure it's lined up. And that's on the money. So now I'm going to remove the tape. And we're going to start. Let me make sure my colors is right. Even though I've done this, this should be the same colors. I'll be changing stuff around. 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1. And if you're doing applique, if you're going to be adding in the pieces, some people don't hoop out, frame out. I frame out so that way I can place in my applique. Just checking my colors for reference. 14. Perfect. Everything is good. I'm going to cut my light on. And we're gonna rock and roll. I got this on 750 stitches per minute. Let me bring that down. And it's gonna do the placement. It's doing the placement stitch first, and then it's going to do the tack down stitch. Now I didn't digitize this file myself. Let me move away from the embroidery machine. I'll come back because I know it is kind of loud, and I want to make sure you guys hear me. And of course, my thing fell out the bottom. So let me put this in really quick so I can lift this back up. Yeah, so I got my file digitized from Z Digitizing. You guys can get like a special discount. I'll have that link down below. I'm all out of drink. I'm so thirsty. I'll go back over there, but I gotta cut out the glitter. I'm using glitter. Glitter is so easy and so fun to work with because it's tearaway. Did y'all know that the glitter is tearaway? So whenever I use the glitter instead of fabric, this is the design that we're doing tonight, my overcomer design. Literally, you just tear it away and then you press it on, you heat press it. So it's so easy to do. I should have just used that to cut that for reference. All right, so the tack down is done, or the placement is done. So let's get this lined up. All right. And the color is really light, so you can't really see the stitch. I'll show it up close. If this is my mother still texting me. Oh no. So A-Dub, y'all know my best friend, Alan Wade. Alan. I'm bugging. He's watching my vlog. It's a long vlog, so he's been watching my vlog like in between work for the last few hours. So every time he gets to a funny part, he's been texting me all day. Yeah, I'm telling y'all gotta watch my vlog. If you're just coming on late, I'm doing a travel channel, and I vlogged with my on a 7-day cruise, and it's linked down below in the description box. So please go check it out. Show me some love and make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get that channel, to a certain place as well. I promise I won't forget about y'all over here, but I told you I'm gonna be outside this year. I'm gonna be outside. So I'm just cutting this to the shape of this to make sure it can fit. And then we're going to, this is what color is this? I love this color. This is the Champagne Caesar Glitter. Caesar Glitter. Are you live using your camera or I am using my iPad. I'm literally using my iPad. That's what I'm using. So I'm gonna take this apart. When you use this, you want to, and I need to check the battery. Oh, I'm good. You have to take the backing off. So you have to take the backing off when you're doing the Caesar Glitter. So we're gonna, come on. I have no nails tonight. I'm checking comments. It was good, and I can't wait to see part 2. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Did you watch the whole thing? I was so nervous. I was like, I've never ever posted a video that long. But actually, I was watching someone else's cruise vlog before I went on mine. And it's gonna be a lot more shorter videos. I promise. That'll probably be like the longest one. But I was like, goodness, this is real long. But that's why I put chapters too, just in case if you want to skip. But I'm looking for my spray. So you don't have to do this part, but I'm going to do it so that way it doesn't move. I'm going to add a little tack down. This is the 384 spray, adhesive spray. Mainly I use it for like the fabrics, but it's good for this one as well. Even though the backing is sticky, it has to be heat applied to stick. So I'm just placing this down on here just like that. And then I'm going to hit start. So that way I don't have to hold it. Even though it's one solid piece, sometimes it does shift. And let me turn the light off just for 1 second so that way you can kind of see it. I don't know if that, it's really, because of the colors, it's kind of hard to see. But now it's doing the tack down. So the tack down is the stitch that stitches it and holds the fabric in place. So now let's come back over here. I'm about to take y'all to my kitchen because I'm thirsty. I'm about to take y'all to my kitchen. Yeah, it was a movie. Let's see what Alan says. I should text him and be like, I'm live, bro. He was working too in his studio. Oh my goodness. I was not drunk. And if you watch the video, don't be, my mother is like the true Christian. I love my mother, but I'm like, Mom, relax. My sister was like, oh my, because you know, the person I went, you know, we had to share a room. We shared a bed. My mother was like, oh my goodness, if you're not broken up with your boyfriend, you're going to be broken up now. I was like, yeah, we're broken up. But nevertheless, that's life, right? That's life. So, like I said, it was something that was unexpected, was not planned, but I didn't want to go alone. All right. Thank you so much, Chanel. Have a good night. If you guys are leaving, tuning off, thank you so much. After I do this, I'm leaving too because your girl is tired. And I'll finish all the work tomorrow. Just want to hop on here live and hang with you guys. So, you coming to who's coming to Charlotte? Who's coming to Charlotte? Hey, Marlon, how you doing? As I was saying earlier, with the hooping station, once you put on the back part, I'll show you. It's so easy to apply. Let me know if you guys can still hear me well. So I'll demonstrate again. When you're using the hooping station, you put on the back part, the back of the hoop, right on here. Then before you put on your garment, then you apply the backing. So I did this earlier. So you cut this off, hold it in place with these, and then hoop your garment, and then add the top, and take it off. Real simple, real easy. Okay? I am definitely coming to Florida. Thank you so much. So glad you can hear me. I'm coming to Florida. I'm going to add the link after the video, so if you leave, you can check that tomorrow or later on after the live is ended. I'll add the link for Deco Summit. It'll be linked down below. The Mighty Hoops, you can get free shipping if you want to order Mighty Hoops. That will be linked down below after I end the video. And also I'll add the link for where I get my files digitized. I always use digitizing if I don't do it myself. And I'll have all those links down in the video as well. Yeah, so I'm getting hot. I'm about to cut this fan on. But if you have any final questions, we're going to be seeing this through. This is really a simple file. I love Applique. Applique is just so much easier to do. I mean, all embroidery is easy, but Applique you can do so much. You can add in different patterns, different styles. Deborah Browning, what's going on? Deco Summit is the August, I know it's the 20th, I believe. I'll have it down below after the video, but I believe it's August 21st through the 25th. Don't hold me on that. Matter of fact, let me confirm that with Alan right now. So let's see what he says. Let's see if he knows the dates off the top of his head. By the way, you share a lot, which is appreciated. Agree, you have to let people help themselves sometimes. If that is true, Shirley, that is definitely true. Because some people just don't want to look for any information. And I don't mind sharing, but I do want people, like, how bad do you want it? That's basically what it is. Because if I give you all the information, what does it mean to you? You know, I always tell people it'll mean more. Like, my business means so much because I literally put my blood, sweat, and tears in it. Everything, people ask me all the time, how did you learn all this stuff? I did everything myself. No one taught me anything. Every machine, every style of garment, every design that I want to do, I literally had to research it and learn it myself. No one came in here and taught me anything. So it means a lot to me. I mean, from the editing to everything that I do, from the designing, like learning how to do all graphics and stuff like that. Those are my new thank you cards. So everything I do, learning how to grow my social media, learning how to market, I did everything myself. I had no one. So when you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. You'll find the means. You will find the answers. If you don't, if you give up, that means maybe you don't want it as bad. So I try to give as much information as I can, but sometimes we do have to help ourselves. Have a good night, Dominique. Have a good night. All right, so finally, now it's hooping out again. It's framing out again. At this point, with the glitter, this is my favorite part, people. We're going to tear it away. We're going to tear it away because this is the glitter, and now you can tear it away. So all I'm going to do is just pull that off, and you get a nice clean tear. Look at that. Look at that. So easy. So easy. And now I'm just going to frame it back in. Now I could have kept that in there, but I had it's already set to frame out. So now I'm going to go back in. And now it's going to do the satin border. Now it's going to do the satin border all the way around. And we're going to take this up a notch. We're going to go to 800 stitches per minute. Let's see if I can give y'all a much better view. So it's going to go all the way around, and then last, it'll do the words on the inside. Let's see. I like you about my son. I felt like you about my son. Okay, he stayed for a while. I let him come back because he didn't want to stay. To this day, we both agree he would be better if they stayed. Pray about it. Definitely pray. I pray about everything. So definitely praying, and I'm going to hear from God on that one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can't wait. If you are at Deco Summit, and we're going to have a meet and greet as well. So I know Alan is going to be there. Patrice from Craftable Things is going to be there. Joe from Heart and Hustle. Rob Walker is going to be there. Alan A-Dub. I'm not sure how many of you know Jamila from J. Stewart's Laboratory. She just got the invite. My girl Kayla, she's going to be there. She doesn't have as big a YouTube channel, but she's really awesome. So a lot of influencers are going to be there. So we'll definitely be having like a meet and greet. I'm going to be doing, of course, a session, a class. So make sure you come in. Make sure you come up to me. Can't wait to meet all the people that's going to be there. Oh, now look who in the building. Look who in the building. We got A-Dub. I should have sent you an invite so you can come on live with me. We're just embroidering tonight. There was action for the dates, Alan. Confirm the dates if you have it off the top of your head for Deco Summit. We have some people that's interested and some people that's going. I told them it's August the 21st, but I'm not 100% sure. Donzel, you still hanging out? I guess I'm late. Y'all already saw him. He been in the. I'm working. I'm not looking at the comments like that. A-Dub, I told him he was texting me. I said I'm live and Alan is texting me.
So we're almost finished with the satin border. Again, I'm going 800 stitches per minute. I'm using the MT1501. Alan, I told him I couldn't use my two heads tonight. I had to knock out two hoodies, two exact other. I was going to use fabric, but I have to remember I told you my second head couldn't trim off. It wasn't trimming, so I have to wait until that gets fixed. Thank you so much. Oh, you have the same name as my sister, but she spells it differently. Thank you so much. What type of business do you have? You said it helps you and your daughter start your business. What type of business? I'm just skimming through the comments, making sure I didn't miss anything while I'm waiting for this. Somebody should send, I wish there was a way while we're on these lives so that people can like send us drinks. Somebody should Uber me something, a nice, cold, refreshing, I love like strawberry lemonade. I feel like cranking this up, but I don't want to. Now, if this was my marquee, this thing would be on like 900, but I'm on 800 with this one. This one is just so smooth. The Marquee 2002, the two head is just so smooth. I can't even see. Someone said, can 68 of y'all hit the like button? Come on now, don't tell me we got, oh, so he confirmed it. It's August 21st to the 23rd. He confirmed it through text. Awesome, awesome. Put your Instagram in the chat if you have an Instagram page. That's another thing I want to say, guys. If you have a business, I hope most people that I talk to don't have an Instagram business, a page. That's a way to get sales using your, someone asked me earlier about marketing strategies. Instagram, TikTok, you have to be able to promote your business. It can't just be word of mouth. Even if you're on Etsy, a lot of people have Etsy shops, but you need an Instagram page. Most of my sales, I said it earlier, come through Instagram and TikTok. No ads, just trending sounds, reels. We going to go to Miami Beach after Deco, y'all. Who going to Miami Beach? Miami last year was I've been to Florida many times. I have family in Florida. I've traveled to Florida many times, but I've never been to Miami until Deco Summit. So last year, Deco Summit was the first time I've ever been to Miami. I'm always like in Orlando or Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Kissimmee, but I never did Miami. So I'm trying to, explore Miami life as well. Oh, come on then. Get like us, Kels. Get like us. Let's go. Caesar. All right, we literally almost done. So I'm going to show y'all what it's going to do. Here we go. It's about to finish the satin border. It's like right over there. I should have opened this design up. I think this design needs to be a little bit bigger. And I know it's kind of hard to see because I love that it's the champagne glitter, but I did like a color match where it's the same color thread as the garment. So now it's just doing the words. I know, really boring. So real simple, easy design. And then I'll have to do the sleeve, but I think I'm going to save the sleeve for tomorrow. I use the 8-in-1 device to do that. And I put like the water soluble over it because it's really small. Did you get one-on-one? Do you give one-on-one Caesar lessons? Caesar like for vinyl? My one-on-ones are basically what you want. So whenever you book a one-on-one with me, it's whatever you want to talk about. Some people want to talk about strategies for marketing. Some people want to talk about embroidery. Some people want to talk about sublimation. So it's literally what you want. I'm all yours for half an hour or an hour. Yes. So now I'm going to move away from the embroidery machine. We're going to, talk and wrap it up before I go for the night. When you do your, slow down. So when you do your your posts on Instagram. I try to post at least once a day. Like I didn't post today because I was just tired, I was drained, I wasn't emotionally there, and I didn't really have any content to post today. So I just didn't feel like posting like anything that wasn't of significance or value. And then because I'm at a certain level where it's not going to really harm my page. But you should post something every single day. There was a point where people said you need to post at least 3 times a day. That's no longer. So I keep up with the algorithm. I keep up with Instagram trends or TikTok trends. So now it says, as long as you're putting out valuable content, as long as it's really good content, you're using something that like trending sounds or something, as long as you post at least 3 to 4 times a week, you're good. But you still need to be consistent. You definitely have to be consistent. Don't just post anything, because you want to make sure that your posts reach people. So the lady I did today, when I looked at, she let me view her page, I looked instantly, I was like, baby, automatically I knew like your page ain't gonna grow if you only post pictures. If you only post make posts, you have to post reels. Like there's just no way around it. Your page will never grow if you don't post reels. That's what's gonna reach people. No one is gonna find you by a post. So you have to use trending sounds and you have to use tags. Tags and trending sounds are so important. And you have to use the 3-second rule. So if you follow me on Instagram, a lot of my posts, I start out with, if I'm not dancing, I'm telling a story. I'm saying, hey, something, I'm trying to get your attention in that first 3 seconds, because I want you to stop the scroll. I want you to stop scrolling and pay attention to me. When you're scrolling on Instagram, when you're scrolling on TikTok, you're looking at what makes you stop on someone else's content. So you have to think the same way when you're marketing for yourself. You have to get people to stop the scroll and pay attention to your content. And it has to be engaging, where they can comment down below, or they're liking, or they're sharing. That's how your page grows. Once people start commenting under your post, once people start sharing your post, and once people start liking your post, your page is going to grow, because it pushes out and it will put you on the Explorer page. That's where you want to be, baby, on the Explorer page. All right. So I hope I'm helping somebody. I hope someone is catching what I'm throwing out. What Alan talking about? What you trying to show people, Alan? Thank you so much. Hit the like button before you leave out. If you don't know where it is, it's right by my name on the right-hand corner. Hit that like button, hit the bell. After this, I'm done. I'm tired. Alan, did you finish all your work? Because I know you said you had a lot of orders to do as well. So did you finish all your work? You're welcome so much, Kels. Personal design. You're welcome. Y'all not talking to me in the live. I'm not. The chat is moving real slow. Y'all tired? Y'all just got me on play. No one's watching. Y'all want to see some more embroidery? And it's looking real nice, people. I see that satin stitch. This lets you know where you're at in your design, the colors. But I'm gonna show y'all this. We're gonna take y'all over here to this panel. So I like how, let's just say I don't have no room for my legs over here. Let's just say I was embroidering over here. I'm gonna change the color so you can see it. So if I wanted to change the color, it's literally, come on. I'm changing it. So I just changed it. So now you can see the colors. I don't know if you guys can see, there you go. You can see it in the design, what it would look like. That's the DAD file that I showed you guys earlier, the applique. So whatever color you want to embroider it to be, you can have it to match it on the screen, so that way you're looking at it, unlike the MT1501. So this is a touch screen. It's a much better panel. So if you are looking to get a new embroidery machine, get one of the new 10S panels. So much better, so much better. And then it has like little music and all that stuff to it. And then you can, it's just a lot better. My legs is all wonky tonight. Thank you so much, Avery. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Um, oh, Jesse, thank you so much. So we're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done. Alan, you said no. You still working? Do you use hashtags? Yes. When I meant tags earlier, that's what I was referring to, tags. I use hashtags in every post. So a lot of people don't read comments. I be getting annoyed because every time I post like a product that I'm showcasing for like a company or something, sometimes I feel like I'm so loud. I feel like I'm talking so loud. So let me move away from the embroidery machine. A lot of times people keep asking me like the same questions over and over again. So I always put like the information is in the caption. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so. But I know people do it. But I guess I'm just different. I guess I know because I'm an influencer or whatever, and I know that most people when they post on Instagram, information is in the caption. If you do it right, if you know, market your post right. So I always read everyone's captions, but a lot of people don't do that. So a lot of people ask me, where can I get the product or where can I get this? I'm like, it's in the caption. So when you start making your posts, when you start making your reels, just make sure, and that helps as well, making sure, just like I put descriptions and links in my YouTube video, there's links to everything on Instagram in my bio. So it's really important if you're going to start, you know, being consistent on Instagram to make sure you have all your links set up in your bio. Make sure you're putting all your information and your tags in your description. Have a good night, Karen. Have a good night. Thank you so much, y'all, for hanging out with me. Y'all want to go to my kitchen? Because your girl thirsty. Let's go. We got to go to the kitchen. I got to take this off. Well, and then by the time I come back, that should be done. I don't know if I should take y'all. I ain't washed my dishes today. But I'm thirsty, people. I'm thirsty. I can't be out here talking with dry mouth. So let's walk to the kitchen. And then that way you guys can hear me a little bit better and I can read. I'm walking through my laundry room. Let me make sure the coast is clear because, you know, my son, he like, don't be recording me. He upstairs. Gotta make sure my son ain't out here. The lights is off. I gotta cut the lights on. You know, we trying to save money. I ain't rich. I ain't rich. Did I eat dinner today? Oh, I ate the pizza that my son didn't. I hit the wrong switch. All right, people, I'm in my kitchen. This is a ghetto live, right? I have a little water fountain, so I'm gonna get the water fountain. So I have this little thing that I got from Sam's Club, and it's only like $4 a month for like all these jugs of water, filtered water. Listen, drink your water, mind your business. All right, we're going back. Then she's like, what is this, a break? Yes, it's a break because I need water. I need to feel refreshed. There we go. We got some water now. Now I'm good to go. My junky kitchen. Don't be looking. Don't be looking. My tree is finally down. My tree came down like in January, February, March. I think my tree came down in April, like literally April. That's when I took my Christmas tree down. And then my mother had the nerve to tell me we had family coming in from New York. The next month, she said, you should just leave the tree up so they can all see the tree. I was like, they done seen that tree on Instagram and Facebook. Stay hydrated. I know that's right. All right, so let's see how we're doing. Let's see how we're doing. This water is so good and so cold. We almost in the home stretch, people. All right, here we go. I did this design in like 2 different colors. And let me know. I'm going to ask y'all some questions. So this is just certain things I do when I'm marketing new products. So whenever I do a new product, when I first started out, what is that? Oh, that's the thing. This thing. This is the holder. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I don't want it to fall off. So when I market a new product or when I list a new product, when I first started out, especially when I had my shop only on Etsy, I would always, not embroidery, because embroidery you have to stitch out. But if it was like a regular design, how many of you did this or still do this? I would only create, like if I created a file or I bought a file, or let's just say like you get a file from Create a Fabrica, I would have a flat lay mock-up and put the image on the mock-up and never press it out, never cut it out. How many of you did that? How many of you do that without physically making the product? only a digital mock-up, and then you list it. Tell me. Embroidery, every time I have a new embroidery design or file, something I want to sell, I have to physically make the product. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I used to do that in the very beginning, or I would make one just to test it out, and then everything else was a digital mock-up. Stop doing that. Because people want to see the real product. People want to physically, they want to see it. So a lot of times, especially for my clothing, I never did that for my clothing brand, but for like Etsy designs, I did that. But people want to see like real life photos, because people can tell if it's like a mock-up photo or image, especially if you're putting an image, a photo of an image onto a shirt. It doesn't curve with the garment. It doesn't look realistic. So I would advise not to do that if you guys do that. I would say physically make it. Plus, let's just say if you've never made the product, if you've never made it, and then someone orders it, let's just say it doesn't come out the way you want it to. Let's just say it messes up. You can't get it to print right, or if the print is too small or the colors, then what you gonna do? You need to always test your things before you sell them. That's just my opinion. Thank you so much, Shelly. Yeah, you have to. You have to make the actual product. All right, we at the home stretch. We done. We done, people. I'm sorry. Your girl was thirsty. This is the first time, excuse me. This is the first time I ever embroidered live. Go me. Go me. I never embroidered live. I just always thought it would be too loud. But Patrice and I will always be embroidering live. So you guys said that you can hear me good. So now, from now on, I'll embroider live a lot more. Do a lot more different things. Patches, all that stuff. Let me know what you want to see more from me, and I'll try to. Because I'm going to be going live a lot more, because I'm going to be busy. I'm like really, really busy lately. So I'm trying to get these videos out, to edit them and everything is really hard. Because like I said, I'm going to be vlogging on my other channel. I'm be acting up this summer. So y'all better follow me on my other channel, because I'll be acting up. In a good way, though. In a good way. We are done. So now I'm going to take it out. And now we have the perfect, now you can see it much better, overcomer. So now with the magnetic hoops, all I'm going to do is just unhoop it like this, like so. Take it out. Oh, I should have left the heat press on. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out the back. And then I've talked about it, I've shown it in other videos, how whenever I do my embroidery, some people send out their garments just like this, but I always put like the cloud backing. Some people call it tender touch on the back, because this is definitely an adult. You don't have to, but I always do add that to the back. So all I'll do is just cut this out. Now this is really smooth, but it helps to protect the backing, to keep it strong and safe wash after wash. Because even though I have garments myself that I embroidered that I did not add it to, it still looks good after a long time, but I want it to last as long as possible. So after I cut this out, you want to always cut it down to the shape of, what you embroidered. And then I'll just heat press on the cloud backing, and then the garment is done. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut away the little strings, and tomorrow I'll do the sleeve, and tomorrow I'll do the cloud backing, and this is literally done. Make sure everything is good, and that's it. Let me look at the last comment. Thank you so much. Yes, please do. Please do. Always try to make your garments. You don't want to sell anything that you haven't tried yourself, that you haven't physically made. So, because you don't want to run into any problems. Anything can happen. Like literally. I've ran into so many problems before, but there's always a learning curve. And just because one garment goes well, that doesn't mean the next one will. All right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. We have embroidered a hoodie. We did the applique. Oh, I can't forget. So I'll do that tomorrow too. If you're using glitter, you have to still heat press it. Okay. So tomorrow I will press this just like you would press any glitter HTV, and then I'll add the backing, and then I'll do the sleeve. So that's it for tonight. Order your overcomer. The sleeve is gonna say I win. Just a positive affirmation hoodie that I created. You scaring me with those scissors. How am I scaring you? How am I scaring? Y'all stop it. Y'all be so dramatic. I'm safe. I'm good. Thank you so much. How am I scaring you? I make my mock-ups and gift them to friends and family. I used to do that too in the very beginning when I first made stuff. Oh, I got my friends and family to model my stuff for me. I did that as well. I did a lot of that. So it's a wrap. I'm going to go relax, hop in the shower in my night with some Netflix and some snacks. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like the video, and remember all the links. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to add all the links to everything, the free shipping for the Mighty Hoops, the coupon code for the transfers, and for the Z digitizing. And of course, my vlog for my other channel is going to be down below. So make sure you find time this week to watch that and check that out. Thank you all much. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you all. Have a great week. All right. Good night, Dips. Thanks for hanging out with me. Love you all. Have a good night. Bye.